This is going to actually be a very busy week in the sport of boxing. Sky Nicholson's going to be the one kicking it off on Wednesday with the fight against Mariah Turner, which I've already discussed. I'm not expecting much from Mariah Turner. You know, she's a good little domestic level fighter that has fought in a lot of domestic level fights in Australia, but for the most part, she would have never encountered somebody like Sky Nicholson. And I think the difference in levels is going to be noticeable. If she catches herself trying to box with Sky, fence and fiddle with the jabs, or try to feint her way in, gain safe entry, well, she's not going to find that against a safety first fighter. It's a mistake to play the chess match against the boxer. The only way to deal with it is to apply consistent pressure in the hopes that their cardio unravels. That is Mariah Turner's only out to maybe make it competitive, because I do have Sky Nicholson winning the fight. I've said it in plenty of videos. I'll say it here again that I don't think Ellie Scotney is going to give her the time of day. That fight means a lot more. Let's fix the tab. Yeah, fix that tab. I think that fight means so much more to Sky Nicholson than it does to Ellie. Ellie doesn't give a damn about that fight. She already did what she had to do at 122 pounds, and she did it all against champions. That's sort of an underreported statistic, that Ellie never won a vacant title. Every single belt she ever won was from somebody that was holding it. She won the IBF from Shernika Johnson, the WBO from Sigaline Lafarve. What were the other ones? It was the IBF from Shernika, the WBO from Sigaline Lafarve, the WBC from Yemi Mercado, longest reigning champion at the time, and the last one was Mayeli. So you just, got to keep it a bean. There's nothing really left for Ellie to do. I think it would be a good money fight for her, and it would be a good chance to embarrass Sky, right? Because I think Ellie would win the fight. But, Ellie's probably tight at the weight by now. She's been there a long while. She's probably tight at the weight. Like, yeah, I want to eat, man. I want to eat some food, so she's going to do what she got to do. And I think the fucking screen is acting up. Yeah, it's probably acting up. Connection's kind of slow. So, and Sky's going to kick off the week. Sky's fight is on Wednesday. Then you have you have Stephanie Hahn versus Holly Holm on Thursday. That's Thursday night, and that's on ESPN Linear, not ESPN Plus. It's not like it was with Top Rank, where all you need is the plus to watch the boxing. Not anymore. You need to have ESPN Linear. You can get it as part of a package like I did, the Disney bundle. You can get it as part of that package where you get Hulu and Disney and ESPN all in one. You can get it via that. And, in case you don't have a cable provider and don't want one like I don't, Country would it do, and you can do it that way. And, you got to have ESPN for that one. And the ladies will be the ones kicking off what is a very busy weekend of fights. Because, of course, we have Naoya Inoue versus Junto Nakatani. On the undercard, we have Kazuto Ioka versus Takuma Inoue. That's a very good co-main. That's an even better main. And David Benavidez and Zurdo Ramirez will be capping off the night for us. And, it's a really good weekend of fights. We're not fans of David Benavidez here. I don't know. I got 14 people. It says 14 people are here with us, but nobody's saying nothing. I guess they're scared. Don't be scared, guys. It's just your old buddy Jules. And we got a very, very, very busy weekend of fights. Now, I was just, combing through the internet in between episodes of the Relay, and I happened to notice that Alicia Baumgardner stopped by Two Tone's channel. And shout out to Two Tone. He did some very good metrics with the interview. But I read the comments, and the comments were not so nice. It was a lot of very angry people. A lot of people saying, oh, he's glazing. He's a cheerleader. The kind of stuff they say. And that's why I can't really defend what's going on. Friend to the fighter and all the stuff. But, I just can't defend it. Like, nah, I mean, that's the fight to make. I'm not going to pretend that it isn't, MW2, what it do? Michael Fleming, what it do? Was watching the other night's lives. I appreciate you, bruh. Keep bumping up them metrics. But yeah, I caught the interview with Two Tone and I read the comment section, and a lot of it was, it was mostly negative, aside from people commenting about her looks, which is, it was just a lot of people saying, "Yo, the dude is a cheerleader. He's glazing. She needs to fight Carolyn." Very, very predictable stuff. Very predictable. And like I've been saying, I would like to have a defense for what's going on, but I don't. I don't think Amanda's gonna fight her. I don't think Katie's gonna fight her. There's no sense in pretending that they are. You can't put one fight on a back burner for two fights. That ain't gonna happen. You know. Appreciate you, Michael. It's getting bad, and the thing is that the longer it goes on, it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. Like, okay, what are we doing now? What are we doing now? Because Amanda has maybe 1 year left in the sport of boxing, tops, whatever remains of this one, and Katie's already in the process of trying to finalize her final fight. She's in the process of trying to finalize her final fight. So, I mean, you would have to be pretending that you think you're going to get with these people. Big Contra. What it do, Big Contra?
What up, man? What's going on?
Nah, man. There was a sit down interview. There were two sit down interviews, actually. There was one with Alicia and Two Tone, and there was another with Tiaria Brown and D Styles. Shout out to D Styles and In the Ring with Christine. They're the ones who did the interview. And you know what Tiara was on there to say that how you gonna tell Carolyn to focus on her own division, but you're calling out somebody who's not in your division. That's like you could imagine what Tiara had to say. I got to watch the whole thing. I just caught like the beginning.
Speaking of Alicia, did you see Lady Chan's video about her?
I saw that. I knew
Alicia
about
was
that.
Disrespectful to her or something. I didn't watch it. I just saw it in passing and was wondering. I thought you might know about it.
Chan told me about, because that's not recent what she's talking about that happened. That's not recent that it happened. That was a while ago, because I helped to put the interview together for them. I put her in contact with her and they did the interview. And I remember watching it, and I remember that Chan, she felt that she was kind of rude, this, that, and the other. I think that was just a clash of personalities, because Chan is very folksy. She's very social. And I guess that didn't rub Alicia the right way, or for whatever reason. I remember it was very awkward for me, because I had to talk to them both after that. It was very awkward. But I do remember that. And
okay.
It's just bad PR all over country, honestly. It's really bad PR, because you have a lot of people.
I didn't know what happened. All I know is she said that, and I was just like, "Uh-oh, what happened here?" Like.
No, yeah, that's not recent though. Like she uploaded the video recently and talked about it recently, but the incident itself is not recent. I think it's more than a year old. What happened? If I had, from what I remember, it was a while ago, and it was really awkward between them. Because I guess I don't think that Alicia liked Chan's interview style. Maybe I remember it being something like that. And I remember my impression was, oh, I guess the personalities just don't mesh, They just don't mesh. And yeah, it was pretty fucking awkward. Shout out to Free, shout out to Round One. Yeah, it's getting awkward, country. It's getting awkward. There's just not a lot of reasons for her to not have that fight, bro. I mean, what do you think? Just be honest. Do you think she's scared?
I don't know if she's scared, but for some reason she doesn't want to tangle with her. I mean, I can't say it's fear.
But if you don't think it's fear, then what else could it be?
Yeah, that's true. You got a point.
No, and I don't want to. I'm not answering it for you. I'm saying, like, okay, you
I
don't think she's scared.
I know you're not, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, if she does have her reasons, we don't know what they are. But you're right. It could possibly be fear. But I mean, it's anybody's guess at this moment.
No, but yeah, because I personally, it's very hard for me to sit here and say that I think she's scared of somebody that I would pick her to outclass. So I, like you, I don't necessarily jump to fear as being the reason. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. If they fought, I would pick Alicia to win that fight. So it can't be fear. But then, okay, what the fuck is this then? Like, why dilly dally? Them other fights ain't gonna happen. Katie ain't gonna happen. Amanda ain't gonna happen. Everybody knows that. So what are we looking at here, man? Yeah, no, I don't know, man. Joshua Kunju said Joshua thinks she's scared. Said yes, she's scared to lose. It's big money in the UK. I don't know, man. I don't round one. I don't really have to be honest with you, bro. I'm in with the right people, and no, it's not an illegal stream either. It's I'm in with the right people. That I don't gotta. That one I don't got to. You know. I'm still gonna end up kicking out money this month. I think most people are, and to some facet, because ain't Wardley Dubois this month, country?
Yeah, I believe so.
Shit. So either way, it'll be towards the end of the month. I think that one, because I think that one is on the 27th. That pay-per-view. So either way, I'm gonna end up kicking out money this month, if not for David's fight, for that fight. How are you feeling about that fight, country? Zurdo and David, what do you expect to see?
Actually, I think it's going to be a good fight. I think Zurdo's actually got a chance to win it. I'm not saying he's going to win. I think it's probably going to be a little closer than people think. I think Zurdo has a chance to win it if he fights correctly, but conventional wisdom, I say David via points decision, but a close one, or maybe even a split.
Yeah, yo, they just corrected me. Fucking Fabio's fight. Yeah, it's in 2 weeks. Fabio's fight. That's on the 9th. Shit. Yeah, that shit crept up on us, man. But there's 2 pay-per-views this month, because if Fabio's fight is on the 9th, then Usyk is the one. Usyk's fight is the one that's towards the end of the month. These fucking pay-per-views, bro. These guys got to get a fucking grip, bro. Seriously, man. That's a lot. 2 pay-per-views. It's really 3 pay-per-views in 1 month when you think about it. David's on Saturday, Fabio's next Saturday, then Usyk's at the end of the month. 3 pay-per-views in 1 month, bro.
That's wild.
That's fucking nuts, bro. That's fucking worse than before.
Yeah, that's off the hook, man.
Fuck, really. Dog. Like, that's crazy. But at least one of them, I know that at least I'm gonna buy Fabio's pay-per-view next week. And towards the end of the month, I've been done read up already. So yeah, I'll buy Usyk's. But it's I know
everybody to come out the pocket for that too, for all of them too, huh?
And that's what I meant. That you can't expect ordinary people. The people that watch boxing are not rich people, bro. These are blue collar workers. They ain't got money to be coming out of pocket all month like that. In May? The fuck? Do you have a few rounds with David and Zurdo? The thing about that situation that's tricky is that it's a co-promotion. It's just as much a Golden Boy show as it is a PBC show. It's just as much. You can't say that it's more one than the other. Now, David is the bigger name of the two. I think we can all agree on that, right? David is the A side or the whatever somehow for some reason. But it all depends on what Zurdo decides to do, because David really is a very simple fighter. And a lot of what he does relies on the fact that he's big and he's quick. It's not X's and O's boxing. It's really not punch variety. You could see it in the yard fight where he jumps on him and he's literally throwing punches with the same hand. These are not combinations like bip, bip, bip. It's not, no, he's literally hitting him with the same hand. And, maybe you could do that to Yard. Yard's already been knocked out 2 times, right? But I don't think you do that to Zurdo. I don't think you do that and get away with it. Zurdo's a big...
I think Zurdo's going to give him a harder fight than he thinks.
Yeah. I think a lot of what David believes about the fight in preparation is on the premise of what happened in all those sparring sessions that they had. Because they had they said they had over 100 rounds of sparring. which really is a lot of sparring. It's a lot of rounds. But however many it was, all those rounds were many years ago. They were many years ago, and that's not a fight. That's two guys just helping each other out. Even if it gets a little rough, that's still sparring. That's not fighting. So, and I just think everything that David believes about that fight and who he's about to fight is predicated on those sparring sessions. That may not be the guy that shows up. The guy that's fighting now is a guy that likes to move, likes to jab, like to set traps. That's how he's fighting now. And if he's smart, he'll use that shit. Fire Stick is ready for this month. I mean, that's how I figure most motherfuckers gonna watch it. Julian Chua's credentials will come into question this night. Yes, they will. I mean, he's done a good job with Zurdo so far, but some of Zurdo's success is also predicated on him being a little bit faster than your average cruiserweight, because he was faster than CBS. And he was faster than Arsene Goulamarian. He had a little advantage over those guys. He boxed well, but it also helped that he was a little quicker than those guys. So if David, and I got David winning country.
Right.
If David is a little quicker than him, the same would apply. And that's why I have David winning. If he's a little quicker than Zurdo, then the same thing could happen. The same would apply. So we'll see. We also got I think it's the bigger fight of the weekend if you look at it in terms of scale. Inoue and Nakatani. Inoue he seems really switched on for this fight too. It doesn't seem like they had to twist his arm to do it. That he wants to do it. If you've been watching him hit the mitts and do the media for the fight, the stuff that he's had to say, it just doesn't seem like he begrudgingly accepted it. It seems like, no, I want this. This guy is supposed to be the guy that does me. We'll see about that. That's the vibe I'm getting.
I'm just not going to be able to be up to watch it.
I mean, I'm gonna be up. Like, I know that for you, it's a pain in the ass because you're on the West.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm already gonna be up because I usually get up at around 7, and especially on a Saturday, I go to the gym at around 8:45. I might even go live for that fight, for the co-main and the main, and then hit the gym after that. I'll just tuck in early, set an alarm, and go live. I might do it that way. Why are a lot of the mainstream American channels talking like Cookie Monster can beat Usyk? It's because they're desperate for an idol, Phil. Honestly, and I've covered this, that right now in the American boxing space, there is not a star. There literally is not a star. There is not a fighter that you put him out there and he does 4 or 5, 500,000 pay-per-view buys. And the industry needs for there to be a guy like that. It needs for there to be a guy like that because Canelo looks like he's only going to fight once this year. Normally, he's the guy who generates that revenue and those metrics for this industry. But you see that in his absence, everything feels like small potatoes. David's fight, Ryan's fight, Devin's fight. Who fucking cares? It's all small potatoes. Shout out to Cervecero. Sent a pic on X, proof of how bad David needs Nello. I'm about to go look at that. Right now. Let me see. That they're putting David on a pedestal. They're putting David on a pedestal because they need a money guy. Everybody knows that David's career, that Canelo's, wow. VMC is sponsoring that event. You can't make that shit up. Canelo's VMC drink is one of the sponsors of that fight. He's helping that guy get paid, bro. But Phil, the reason that they're trying to play land of make believe with David Benavidez that he could fight Usyk, it's all bullshit. None of those people saying that shit ever expect to see that fight happen. It's just about riding that skateboard long enough to manufacture another fraudulent buzz. Another buzz based on fucking farts, and bags of potato chips. Because that's what the fuck it is with David. It's a fake buzz. It's not real. Who the fuck was surprised that he beat Caleb or Demetrius? Who the fuck was surprised about that? Everybody picked him to win those fights. Even the people that don't like him picked him to win them fucking fights. That's the problem with today's boxer. He just doesn't create enough memorable moments. Enough moments where, you know, you're surprised. They were talking about Tarver. You know what happened to Roy after he fought John Ruiz. He comes back down in weight. He fights Tarver. And, you know, everybody knows what happened. But you just don't see enough moments like that in the sport anymore because everybody's so careful now that you're not going to get moments like that, even though the sport thrives on moments like that. Upsets are actually a good thing because they remind people it is a sport and anything can happen. But when you don't see moments like that anymore, like look at what they did for Javante. It was an affront to this even being a sport. Guy gets knocked down, ref acts like he doesn't see it. Guy runs to his corner, gets toweled down in the middle of the round. Referee lets him. It's like what the fuck are y'all doing? You know, nothing goes off script anymore. There goes Rabbi McGoldensteinberg. No memo this time too. Different conditioning coach. Oh yeah, I forgot that he doesn't have memo out of the for this camp. I don't know. I mean, I don't think you know, I would say that Zurdo winning would be good for the sport, except I don't actually believe that. I don't think Zurdo can be turned into a draw or a cash cow of anything. I think he's too old now for that to happen for him. So a win, while it would be a big upset, I don't necessarily think it would be better if he won because, well, you already got taken to school by Dimitri Bivol. Whereas if David Benavidez wins, people would still have that to talk about and look forward to, a Bivol fight. If you beat David, that shit goes right out the fucking window. Well, there's one less fight we got to worry about. I mean, motherfucker, if you can't beat Zurdo, we don't need to see you fight fucking Dimitri. I think David is going to dominate. I did not like what I saw in Zurdo's last fight with Dorticos. We'll see. Very different guys, though, Rigman. Very different guys, Dorticos and David. Dorticos is a very big puncher. He's a big puncher with a lot of reach. That's not really David, you know? And Dorticos is a career cruiserweight. He's not a newbie to the weight. He might have been a bit old, but he's still a guy who's used to being there, and he knocks people out. It'll be a completely different fight with David, for better or worse. I'll agree to that I was surprised at how I was surprised with the speed that he was able to disarm Anthony Yard. I thought that was going to be harder than that. I did think that was going to be harder than that. I thought it would be a little bit more back and forth. He fucked him up real good, to give him some credit. He did beat the fuck out of that guy. So, you know, we'll see how he makes out. Big Gravy is back in the mix. Back in the mix of many conversations. That was a WBA eliminator yesterday, right? But I think the WBA title was the last thing on that man's mind. The bigger fights would not be for the WBA title. You could do a transatlantic thing with Dillian White, right? You could do a thing with Derek Chisora, since now all of a sudden he doesn't want to fucking retire. You heard about that, right, Country?
So what?
Derek doesn't want to retire.
Oh my God. Yeah, come on. Enough's enough, man. That's him and Wilder both, man. They just both need to go away at some point. You know what I mean? They're done.
No, you didn't see the following, like you didn't see the following Sunday that Derek was like he's not gonna retire. He's not.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to it,
So I was just thinking that, okay, since this fucking guy doesn't want to fucking retire yet, fuck it. Feed him to Miller. Right? Fuck
right.
it. Miller versus White, Miller versus Chisora, Miller versus Wilder. All those fights make sense because all those guys is like all them guys is in their late 30s. Miller's 37. I think Wilder's 41. Derek, I forgot how fucking old he is. And Dillian ain't that far behind them. All them dudes just need to do a round robin. And yeah, just beat the shit out of each other. Because everybody beats the shit out of y'all at this point. Yeah, he said he not gonna retire, Rabbi. That motherfucker trying to get CTE like it's going out of style or something. He's wilding. Yeah, he's not gonna retire. I think when people stop buying tickets, he'll have to retire.
Yeah.
Because that seems to be what's keeping him around. The knowledge that I can get out there and make another bag. And people keep going to these fights. They went to the Wilder fight. They went to that shit. Barely anyone watching the live Scott Nicholson press conference. Let me see. It's that shit live right now.
Really?
I'm about to see right now. It's more people watching this live.
That's funny.
It's 43 people watching the live. It's 52 in here right now.
Poor Sky, man.
No, I mean they're in Australia, bro.
Yeah.
I would say that the bulk of the viewership, because they're in Australia, I would say that look, those numbers are deceptive. Those are YouTube numbers, and normally you could qualify them, but because they're in Australia, they're dividing that between this and Foxtel because Foxtel struck a DAZN deal, a Matchroom deal, and that's not everybody. It's not just 43 people watching that shit. I got to catch up with Chan about that fucking interview. I ain't speak to Chan in a while. I wonder what made her repost it, I guess it's because everybody's having a go at Alicia, right? You might as, everybody's having a go at her. I would like to defend her country, but I can't.
Right.
I would like to, but what am I supposed to say? Like, there's really not a defense for what's happening that doesn't make you a shill or a glazer, There just isn't one. Like, nah, like, you got to handle that. You going to let that little girl talk to you like that? Because Clarissa put a battery in her back? Handle that shit.
Right.
You think she beats her country?
Beats who?
Her meat.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
I gotta watch Tiara's interview with D Styles in the ring with Christine. I gotta see what she got to say. I really only caught the beginning. It's gonna be a busy month, man. Busy month, man. But that's good. We got the Gina Carano thing too. You gonna watch that?
Yeah, why not?
Got the Gina Carano versus Ronda Rousey on Netflix. We're gonna watch that. I'm gonna go live for that. Admittedly, I think I could pull in some decent metrics if I go live for that thing. I don't watch MMA. I literally don't. Like, I don't watch that shit.
Gonna do a porn fight.
No, yeah, I mean, fuck it. Why not? Fuck it. The more the merrier. We got that shit. And Usyk is kind of trying people's patience.
Yeah,
I've defended him. I've defended him, and I've defended him through the Rico Verhoeven thing. I've defended him, but it's just that okay, bro. Like, what are you hanging on to at this point? Like, you fight this Rico guy, and then what? Like, what? You take the rest of the year off and come back next year? I think at minimum to quell some of the criticisms and get things moving again, because he still has most of the belts. You need to fight again in the fall, I would say. You're doing this thing in the second quarter of the year, in May. Okay, then you take the summer off. Yo, come back in the winter and fight somebody, bro, because you got most of the belts. People can't fight for them because you got them. So, they can't fight for him because you got him.
You know, I'm surprised I'm the only one here tonight, man. Where the fuck is everybody at?
Jerking off, bro.
I
Sunday
guess
night.
so. I mean, god damn.
The viewers are
I don't-
Mirage and 4 simp fanboys. Yeah, they're saying Han versus Home fight is May 30th, not Thursday. Wait, it's May 30th? Am I bugging? Did I did I just do a whole thing? Let me see. Hold up.
It ain't May 30th right now.
No. They're saying that fight is going down May 30th.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. Yeah. It's May. I thought that shit was on Thursday, bro. Coach, what it do? Yo, I really did a video saying that shit was on Thursday, man. I'm a fucking dickhead. I thought that was Thursday. I was getting excited. I thought that shit was Thursday. I was fucking excited.
I'm just fucking with
I
you.
thought I really thought it was Thursday. I thought it was April 30th. Fucking
Yeah.
shit, bro. But it's, it is what it is. I don't think that shit gonna go no different. I don't think that shit gonna go no different. She's old. Unless she got younger in between the last fight and the next one, she's gonna look old again. Straight
I
up.
don't think
You
so.
know? Well, you think she gonna come back better?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I don't think she ain't coming back better, man.
She's not gonna come back better. She's gonna look older, Too bad, so sad. Wait, when's the fight? Yo, round one, I thought this shit was on Thursday, the 30th of this month. Turns out I was way off. It's the 30th of next month. I thought it was literally this week on Thursday. I'm a fucking dickhead.
Nah, you just didn't remember. That's all. It happens.
I'm a dickhead, bro. You made a lot of money from their first fight. I made some money from their first fight. Yeah, I remember. I think I made like a little over 100 from watching that fight, going live for it, between the ads and the super chats. That's the fun of being a content creator. And that was on a weekday, I think. Wasn't that on a weekday?
I think it was.
I think it was on a weekday. Yeah. Benavidez fight has no buzz. I mean, it's a Zurdo fight, bro. And it's a Zurdo fight that cost $75, bro. Really $80. I'm working. I hear you, coach. Shout out to the coach. It's a Zurdo fight. Like, no matter what, you got to remember it's a Zurdo fight. That's why, I keep trying to stress this point so that more and more people can understand it. That the idea that you're going to put the same goal in all these different fighters' heads is why things are the way they are. That there was a time where guys kind of understood that, no, I'm not going to be pay-per-view because that's just not the way things happen. And guys kind of understood that, but they still did their job. They still got out there and fought. We always bring up Mickey Ward and Arturo Gatti. That was not a pay-per-view. I don't think the second one was a pay-per-view either. I don't think it was. I don't think it was. And you had a lot of good fights like that, like Mercer versus Dimiani, Cooper versus Moorer. Those were not pay-per-views, bro.
No.
Those were regular fights. And you had guys putting on shows like that. Whereas now the main problem is everybody thinks they've passed this earmark where now I have to be on pay-per-view moving forward. I have to be. And that's why nothing really works. If you did this fight at a reasonable price as part of a regular schedule, then the metrics would show up. Then people would watch it because they don't got to go into their wallet again to do it. But for a subscription-based platform, whether it's Prime or DAZN, they already paid, bro. That's what they subscribe for. Now you tell them they got to pay again. This shit not going to work, bro. As many times as you do it, it's not going to work because you're asking the same people that don't have the money to find the money. Bro, if they could find the money, I think they'd spend it on something a little bit more important than a fucking Zurdo Ramirez fight, bro.
Right.
It's not going to change.
And everybody thinks they're pay-per-view now. Devin thinks he's pay-per-view. Ryan, Rolly, they're pay-per-view. David Benavidez is pay-per-view. Fucking Lopez thinks he's pay-per-view. Stevenson thinks he's pay-per-view. Everybody thinks that shit. And it didn't used to be that way.
No, and it just fucks up the sport,
Yeah, it drives the cost of everything up. It doesn't seem right without Canelo fighting on Cinco de Mayo. No one, and I mean no one, in this city is talking about Zurdo versus Benavidez. It's depressing. It absolutely is. The sad part is, it's actually a great fight. And that's a lot coming from me, coach, because I'm not a Benavidez fan, but I can objectively admit that it's a great fight, and I think it's going to be a fun fight to watch. I think the co-main is going to be a fun fight to watch. Munguia and Resendiz. But you can't force it. And that fight is a good example of that, because that's actually a good card, but it's not pay-per-view worthy because you tell us it is. It's not those things unless we make it that way.
Right.
They're kind of like, they're trying to convince you that, you got to pay 75 for this. Like, the fuck? What it do, MW2? We out here, bro.
Yo, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing?
Fucking
What's up, man?
$75 for Zurdo, bro. For a Zurdo fight.
Man, that's crazy.
And
Good to
Inoue,
have
que
you
when
on, man.
when
Oh.
Bivol fought that guy, and he was undefeated, it was not even a pay-per-view. That's why nothing works. That's why nothing, like, how you gonna tell me that when Bivol fought this same dude, he had never lost before? And that was literally a regular fight. That was part of the regular schedule. We didn't pay nothing extra for that. How is this a pay-per-view? What, because David? Yo, y'all done put that dude on pay-per-view 4 times, B. Nobody buying that shit. For Plant, for Andre, for Morel, for Yard. Nobody is buying them shits. But y'all keep doing it. Keep doing it.
I think it's just for them to hook everybody up with that ultimate tier. That's what it sounds like.
Bueno, también is a Prime pay-per-view, so it's not just the Ultimate tier, though. It's also on Prime because of the PBC. And it's a little bit bigger than the Prime thing. The Prime thing is a byproduct of that. And that is a byproduct of every fighter now. They think they're pay-per-view. All of them think they're pay-per-view. All of them. Before
Yeah.
you kind of understood, no, Mike Tyson is pay-per-view. Roy Jones is pay-per-view. De La Hoya is, you understood that, this is the guy. Not everybody. This is the guy. Now, everybody thinks they belong on there. And nobody can tell them otherwise. That's why it's never going to work. It's never going to work.
Hey, do you know by any chance what time the Inoue fight's gonna start? Like the main event?
I would say the main event probably starts at around 7 or 8, because that's when his main
7
events
or 8.
usually start. They start. Wait, where are you?
I'm in Cali.
Oh, no, it's
Yeah,
not 7 or 8. It's 7 or 8 for me. For
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys, it's going to be either 5 or 6
4
for
or
you
5.
guys.
No, it's gonna be 4 or
Damn.
5.
The main country? The main?
Yeah, at least the main, because I really want to get up for that one at least,
I don't think the main is at 5. I think the main
Well,
is
you're
at
3
6
hours
for you
ahead.
guys.
So if it starts at 7, that means 4 o'clock here. If it starts at 8, then it's 5.
Bro. Yeah, you might be
Ah,
right.
damn.
Fuck.
I don't know if I'll get out of bed
Hey.
for that one.
No, I mean, if you
Hey,
get
long
up
as it ain't
early
1
enough,
o'clock in the morning, man.
if
I
you
think-
if you get up early enough, you could, like, you can't do the comb, like, you're not gonna get up at 5, bro. But if you get up at 5:30, y tú haces el café, and you could catch the yo me salvo, because one, it comes on later for me, and two,
Yeah.
I already get up at that time, because that's around the same time I get up to put my son on the bus. So I'm
Yeah.
already ready to get up at that time.
Yeah, I know. I was just hoping it would go on the same time when he fought Picasso, because I remember when he fought Picasso, I think for me that main event was like around 7 in the morning. So I'm like, that's not bad at all,
Yeah. Thank God it's not a pay-per-view, at least, man.
Yeah, that's true. But 5 a.m., bro, fuck.
Eso es duro,
That would
manín,
suck. That would suck
They're in
worse.
Japan, bro. They're and you know that's why it's not a pay-per-view
Yeah,
because they're in Japan because they're not in Saudi and because Turkey's not the one paying for it. That's why it's not a pay-per-view. But you know, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's you can't tell motherfuckers, yeah, yo, 79.99 and they wiping crust out they done missed the whole fucking undercard.
Shit, imagine that, bro. You
79.99.
gotta,
that's what I'm
you gotta
saying, Jules.
pay
I
for
really
the
want to get
shit.
up, man. But man,
Imagine that you gotta wake up god awful early, and then you gotta pay for the shit on top of it. Fuck.
No,
yeah, that's too
I
much,
think
bro.
I do think I'm gonna go live for that one. I remember I went live for the Stephen Fulton fight. I don't usually go live for all of Inoue's fights, but the really big ones I did go live for. I didn't go live for Neary. I didn't go live for that, but I did go live for Fulton. And I think I'll go live for this one. If something crazy happens, I want to catch it on camera and I want to share it with you guys.
I know that's the
Spread it
thing. I
around.
don't want to miss it.
I don't really think Junto's going to beat him, though, to be honest with you. When I saw them, seeing them fight on the same show, it made me realize how much more refined Inoue is than Nakatani. And it wasn't even because of Sebastian. Like, everybody thinks it's because of Sebastian. No, that's just the rough and rugged guy. It's not because of that. It's seeing how they work in general. They're like, oh, I could see that Inoue, even though he's older, he's like noticeably faster than Junto, even though he's older. And there's a lot more thud in his punches than what you see from Junto. And it's like I had to see them side by side to pick up on it. And I'm like 75% confident. Not only is Inoue gonna beat him, but he's gonna stop him. And I have a sneaking suspicion he's gonna stop him to the body. I have a sneaking suspicion. So,
Yeah,
you know, I'm
no,
looking forward to that.
yeah. I was about to ask you guys, what do you guys think of the fight or who you guys caught and stuff.
I've got Inoue in that one. I used to wrestle with that prediction, but now that I've seen them side by side,
Yeah,
I've got Inoue in that one. I also don't think that it's a little bit unfortunate because I think it would have made the fight bigger. But Junto never got the chance to become undisputed at 118. I feel like this is kind of rushed. He had one unification match with Niyasuke Nishida for the IBF. He had one, but you know, he never got to do the undisputed thing like Inoue. And you know, you had one fight at 122. Well, one fight with a really rough guy. It feels like they hit the gas on it, like, nah, fuck it, let's just do it now. It's still gonna be big, obviously. They sold 55,000 seats, so it's gonna be big as shit still. But I feel like, yo, y'all could have waited a little longer. Y'all could have. Because he never got to be undisputed anywhere. Junto's a whole, 3-weight world champion, but he never got to be undisputed anywhere that he fought. It's fucked
Yeah.
up.
By the way, man, rest in peace, Mickey Dolenz, the final member of the Monkeys, passed away.
Oh, my God. No, that shit makes me feel old when you do that
the
shit.
monkeys. What is that?
That was like a...
They were a
the-
band
you know-
back in like the
Oh,
70s.
okay.
Yeah, they were a band.
Okay.
They were like a play off the Beatles. The
Oh
Monkeys.
yeah, that's
They were like
past my
a play
time,
off
man.
the Beatles.
I'm a '90s baby, bro.
Yeah, it's before
I'm
your
80s
time, bro.
baby. Fucking 80s baby and country. He was around for World War II, so you know he's in the U-boats.
Oh, God damn.
He was in the U-boat.
What are you telling my secrets for, Jules?
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. Freaking country has an MP40 on his house, huh?
For real, yo. He's not playing around with nobody, bro. He's not fucking around out here now. You know, and yeah, man. But yeah, I that's how I think that's gonna go. With Munguia and Resendiz, which I don't think is being talked about enough. That's actually a really good fight. For those who didn't catch my initial prediction, I've got Munguia winning that fight, but I don't think it's gonna be a shootout. I think Resendiz is gonna want it to be a shootout, but Eddie Reynoso is gonna have Munguia moving and jabbing and boxing like he did with Bruno. You're gonna see more of that. And I don't think it's gonna be a shootout. I've got Munguia winning a decision in that fight.
What's good for me is this good.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good fight. I feel like that fight's gonna be like a back and forth action.
It could be, but I just don't think that Munguia, because Jake, he's been
Oh
knocked
yeah,
out.
yeah.
He got knocked out by Bruno. He's gonna be careful, and you know, being careful is what's gonna win him the fight. They're like, yeah, you're not gonna do a lot of that dumb shit that you used to do that would get you knocked out, you know. Shout out to
Yeah.
round one. Crazy. I mean, they famous song came on the first Shrek movie. What was they song, country?
I'm a believer. I never saw
That
her
was their
face.
song? And
Now
I'm a believer.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
donkey was
that was
there.
their song?
Yeah,
Okay, I know who they are then. Yeah,
yeah.
I know that
Fuck-
song.
It's a fucking good song for a fucking parody band. I saw her face. Now
Well, they
I'm a
started out as a
believer.
parody band and then actually became a band and did their own stuff.
Na,
Like
na,
Mike,
na.
here's a funny fact: Michael Nesmith, one of the members, his family was the one who invented whiteout, the stuff you use to like white out typo errors.
Really?
So, yeah, so that dude had all kinds of money. He never really had to worry about working or nothing.
Davo says that Inoue had that.
On that
Inoue's on that
Japanese
Japanese
sushi.
sushi. I mean, if it makes you
That's
feel better to
snack
think he's
sushi.
I don't know, like if it makes you feel better to pigeonhole one guy for using, I don't even know that Inoue is
No,
doping, to be honest.
Inoue just honestly, bro. Inoue just seems like one of those dudes that's just strong as shit. You know, like just one of those type of dudes.
Well, I would say it's because my perspective on the doping in that country comes from how hard the penalties are. It's not like America where you could do it like Ryan did and then come back in 6 months. Over there, they ban you for years, bro. That's why I'm like, I don't really know if he doing that. You do something in Japan, you out of here for a while, bro. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, he just seems like he's just one of those dudes that has like crazy strength. You know.
When Neri was over there for Yamanaka and you know he blew the weight. It was that he blew the weight, I think, the first time, and then the second time he popped for Klenbo. Yo, they banned that dude. I don't know how many years that dude was banned from over there, bro. They don't
It
play
was the
that
other
shit
way
over
around.
there, bro.
It was the other way around, Jules. The first time was he got popped for that, and then the second time was he missed weight.
Yeah, and how many years did they ban
They
him? It
gave
was
him a 2-year ban, but that didn't stop him from fighting in other parts of the world. So it's not like it
but
really held up.
it was more than 2 years, Ignacio. It was way more than two.
I
Matter of
remember
fact,
they
it wasn't.
hated him for a while too.
No, you know what?
No, they did hate him when he fought Inoue. They were all fucking happy when Inoue beat him.
There wasn't
Yeah.
there wasn't a cap. There was not a cap on the ban. Now I remember that it was a lifetime ban, and they lifted it after like 5 years. They lifted it so that he knew he could beat him.
Wait,
like-
so did they lift it because Inoue was going to fight him, or did they lift it because they figured he'd served long enough?
No, they lifted it for the Inoue fight.
Ah,
Remember,
yeah, that's what I thought.
go back and look at it. It was a lifetime ban. Like if Inoue would have never became what he became, that ban would have still been there. Because I remember it was a lifetime ban. That was like, yeah, this motherfucker can't fight here no more. He beat the shit out of Yamanaka.
Yeah, he beat the hell out of him.
He beat I remember watching that shit and laughing. I'm like, yo, I never seen a Japanese guy get fucked up like that, bro. He beat the dog shit out of that dude, bro. But you know,
Well, no, actually, remember when who was it out here, Jules, in the U.S.? Their champion at 122 for the longest time came out here, and then he got his ass kicked, and they took his title. Nishioka got his ass kicked.
How long ago was that?
Oh, this was years ago. This was back in like 2000, 2013, because it was at the StubHub before PBC started fucking doing shows there.
I remember Vargas and Takeshi Miura. I remember that shit. I think they had like 2 fights. Those were really good fights. But
yeah,
I had never sat down and watched a Japanese guy get fucked up like that before.
Oh yeah,
Yamanaka,
fucked that dude up bad, man.
He fucked him up, bro. I was laughing the whole fight because his hair.
He would look like Olive Oil when she was boxing that chick, man. Every time she got hit, her hair would change.
I never had seen a Japanese dude get beat the fuck up like that. Like, yo, and the second fight was worse. I remember that. Yeah, and the second one it was just as bad, if not worse. When he got his
that
hands on
motherfucker
him.
was going through a hairstyle change with each punch. Every time you got hit, new hairstyle would pop up.
Beat the fucking shit out of him, bro. Like if y'all ain't seen that fight in the chat, go watch that shit. If you ever feeling down and you need to laugh, go watch Neri versus Yamanaka, yo.
Motherfucker got
That
one
shit
when he
was
took and
wild.
everything.
I never seen a Japanese like you would have to watch an anime to watch a Japanese guy get fucked up like that, bro. That dude
Yeah.
got fucked up. Herb, what it do?
Yes. I'm gonna punch it in right now.
Yo, look that shit up, bro. Yo, dog, when that shit, I was laughing that whole fight.
Mark
Like, yo.
H says the rematch was worse and faster.
Yeah, I
Yeah, it
remember.
was. It was country because in the first fight, I think it went pretty far into the fight. I think he stopped him like in the 10th or 11th. The second fight, I think he kicked his ass like in 3 rounds.
Yeah, he fucked him up, man.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it was just a bad. It was just
That
a
was-
bad matchup for what's his
it
name
could be
again?
that Yamanaka, Shinsuke
Yamanaka.
Yamanaka. It could be that he got old, though, because I remember he was towards the end of his career. People started talking about him.
Yeah.
And I think he was unbeaten. Wasn't he unbeaten going into that
Yeah.
fight?
He going into the first one, yeah, he hadn't lost since he had become champion either. Like he had defended his belt. Like I want to say, I think he made like between 8 to 10 defenses before he fought Neri.
I always felt that the Shinsuke Yamanaka fight is a part of why they sent Junto to America, if that makes sense. Because you're not going to get a lot of Mexican sparring out there unless you're like Inoue or something that you just got a lot of money to fly out, international sparring partners. And I always felt like, well, how the fuck did Junto end up in fucking on the West Coast with Rudy Hernandez? How the fuck does that happen?
Rudy was over there, Jules. That's why. Rudy was the one that made him the offer to come out to California to learn at his gym because Rudy had been training. He'd been cornering other Japanese fighters. And from what I remember reading, I think Steve Kim wrote an article about how Junto ended up here. I think Junto knew that because Rudy was from LA. He was like, he talked to him and he said, hey, he's like, do you think it would be a good idea for me to go out there? And he said, yeah. He's like, come out and try it and see what you think. He goes, and I think once you see, I think you're going to want to go back to Japan and just be there full time. And that's how the fucking relationship started, where Junto came to LA, started sparring guys at different boxing gyms out in LA. And then he just never wanted to leave because he just knew that every kind of style and every kind of sparring session that was going to help him get better was out here. It wasn't there.
Yeah, but you started seeing more Japanese fighters do it because the little one that I like, Mizuki Hiruta, she did that. She same thing with Manny Robles. She's like, yeah, she's gonna come out here. And there's another one named Akaringo, and she fights a lot in Mexico. There's another Japanese fighter that she was like, yeah, she'd rather train out here and be out here for the same reason they're doing it. They're like, yeah, you're going to get the best sparring here, obviously. You're just going to see Japanese guys and Japanese fighters over there. You're not going to get the international sparring that you might need. So,
You know who did it too, but he didn't have as good of a career as those other people, is Tomoki Kameda. He did that shit too.
Yeah, Tomoki Kameda. Yeah. He still fights too, Tomoki Kameda.
Yeah, but he's just never been the same ever since he's lost.
Yeah. And I think they need to. I really think they need to do that more with their fighters. I think that what they need to do is evaluate the landscape, see if you're at Inoue's weight. It would behoove you to go spar more Mexicans and go to the places where Mexican fighters are training because you need to get acquainted with them. You're going to encounter them. So you need to get acquainted with them. But in other divisions, maybe you need to get acquainted with British fighters in higher divisions. Maybe you need to get acquainted with American fighters because it's very isolated over there for those guys. Jin Sasaki is a perfect example. Over there, he's a bruiser, but over here, he's a punching bag.
He's just a guy.
He's just a guy. No, he's not even just a guy. He's a punching bag. Like fucking Alexis Rocha is just the guy. Jin, that dude is a Cobra bag, bro. He's
Damn.
shit Ryan. Dude, shit Ryan be that's the shit Ryan be hitting, bro. Like, yeah, you know, dude's a punching bag. And man, yeah, I have Inoue winning the fight though. I have Inoue winning the fight. I just think the quality of his work, it showed with them being side by side. Herb, who's winning on Saturday in your opinion, man?
Yeah, I think Inoue takes that because I think um um I don't think that Nakatani, he doesn't really know how to he don't know how to win a fight. Like when it's time to bite down and really win a fight convincingly, I don't think he has that experience.
Mm.
So that's why I think, Inoue just probably I hope he don't blow through him just like that. But
Nah, I mean, that'd be
it's gonna
impressive if he does, bro. That'd be impressive if he does. But
happen.
that's a good point that Inoue has been in more of those clutch moments. It really starts with the Donaire fight and the broken orbital, where he really had to bite down on his gum shield and force the victory. Because like, yo, this guy's tough. He hits hard. He's experienced, and he's not going away. The Donaire fight was a fight like that. To a lesser extent, the Neri fight turned out to be like that because of that early scare. It was all downhill after that for Neri. And the Cardenas fight, like the Cardenas fight was actually, I think, tougher than the Neri fight because there was a knockdown, but
Yeah.
there was a sense of danger in the Cardenas fight. Whereas with Neri, you know, once he got up and collected himself, you could see like, yeah, this guy's in control. This is gonna be all bad for Neri from here.
Oh, he fucked Neri up bad.
He fucked him up.
I
real good. He
enjoyed
fucked him up.
that. I enjoyed
Yeah.
watching that shit, man. He went
But
down
the,
like
but
a
the
sack of
knockdown,
rock.
but the knockdown, it really added to the complexion of that fight. Like, yo, stop playing if you don't wind up like Shinsuke, bro. Yo, my heart
I'm,
sank to my feet, bro, when I seen
yo,
that shit.
I'm looking at this shit now, dude. He landing everything he throw on this.
I told
This shit
you,
is
bro. I told you, bro. He beat the shit out of me. Yo, I ain't never
Oh.
seen a Japanese man get beat like that. Like, yo, why is he fucking him up like that, bro? I've never
Damn.
seen no Japanese man get beat like that. What you think
That's
about that
crazy.
Zurdo and Benavidez, bro? That's Saturday too. All in one day, 2-1.
Right. I'm trying to see if I could picture a couple of swing rounds in there. I don't know. Like I said, I never really got a really close look at Zurdo like that. But I don't know. David might be because of the speed difference. That's why I think Dave's going to eat him.
Yeah,
But
I mean, that's why I'm picking him. That's why I'm picking him because of the speed. The only thing is, you remember what happened to him when he moved up and fought Vosdick? Because he came in a little bit heavier than he usually, you know, well, not a little bit, because he came in heavier than what he usually fights. He gassed out towards the tail end of the fight. He started slowing down. He wasn't throwing punches. He just shelling up. And now you about to come in way heavier than that. And once again, you don't have Memo. Because in that Vosdick fight, he didn't have Memo. In that Vosdick
He
fight.
doesn't have the memo shakes.
I mean,
That's what he
you think,
doesn't have.
you think Memo emailing them shiz?
No, but he could be shipping them shits.
Like, you know what? He might be, bro. I don't know what's
You
going
know?
on with Memo that he not in that camp. I think Memo had a health issue or some shit like that. Something. It was something that kept him out of that camp. But
Either
yeah, I
that
suppose.
or David didn't want to pay for them shakes no more, Jules.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that's what happened the first time. It was some shit about money. What the fuck is going on with Nikita Zoo and Tim
What
Zoo?
happened to him?
I heard they beefing.
Him and who?
Him and Tim.
What the
His
hell?
brother.
About
And I
Ah,
think,
fuck.
yo, listen, the weird shit is, check this out. The weird shit is, I heard that Pedro is training Nikita. I got to look at it, but I'm like, is Nikita training with Pedro, but Tim not training with Pedro? Like, huh?
Wow.
I don't know.
But I mean, that makes no sense. So, Jules, if Tim got rid of Pedro, why the fuck does he care if his brother took him on? It don't make no sense.
I gotta look at it, but I seen some shit. Nikita, Pedro, Tim, and I'm like, the fuck? Tim is a dickhead, man. I just gotta be honest.
Yeah.
He's just a dickhead to me. Like, you know what, bro? I gave you every chance. I'm not your fucking cousin. or your uncle to be giving you all these chances. At some point, I just gotta say, yo, that dude is a dickhead. You in Miami, it's Cuban bitches around, they suck mad dick. It's pornos getting shot. No, I want to go to Australia. I miss my koala bear. I want to see it. Like, what the fuck wrong with you, dog? 2 fights. No, I'm getting homesick. I want to see Vegemite. I want to see Mirage. I miss him. The fuck wrong, man? What is wrong with you, yo? That dude is schizophrenic, bro.
Tim's not built like Roberto Duran, Jules. That's the difference.
No, you're not built like Usyk is the better example because Usyk is dealing with a whole fucking conflict, a whole motherfucking war, and he can still focus up and get this bag. Not Timmy.
Oh no, I meant from the standpoint of getting laid and doing coke.
Oh, man, you know what? Doing some coke might make him a better fighter.
Yeah.
Might help him out.
Hmm.
He's a fucking
Oh, my-
dickhead, bro. If you really look at that, yo, dog, you made it a point to completely give your team Igor Golubev, Glenn Jennings. You got rid of everybody that was in your corner so you could start doing things in Miami. So that 2 fights later, yeah, we're not doing that. Yo, my guy, something wrong with you, bro. Like, yo, Bakram
Yeah.
really fucked you up, bro. Like, for real. Bakram really, I don't think it was Sebastian. I think it was Bakram. Like, he fucked you up, bro. Cause you're not acting right. I want to go home.
I mean,
I miss
Yeah,
my
it
dog.
makes no sense because the way Pedro had him looking after the Nurja fight, like that's the type of fighter Tim should have been for the next 3 to 5 years if he wanted to legitimately be
If you
up
don't want to
there.
get hit no more,
Yeah, if
right?
you don't
He
want to
was
get your
helped.
ass kicked.
Now,
I
now
mean,
you gonna go. He gonna go. Wait, he gonna go back out there fighting like fucking Crocodile Dundee and get another fucking concussion. Go ahead, Herb.
I think that second fight with Sebastian fucked him up too. You seen the look on his face when he was in that corner? He looked
Yeah.
as lost, fucked up. So that's what really
Yeah,
did it to him.
but like by then, you got the residual PTSD from the cut in the first fight. And I think see, he still had confidence and swagger to him going into the Bakram fight, if you remember. And you remember that the odds makers had him winning. Like he was the favorite to win that fight.
Oh yeah.
And I think that fight took all the confidence because he could at least pat himself on the back and say, listen, Sebastian beat me and it was a bloody fight, but I fought my ass off. I didn't go down and I didn't go out. You still got that to be proud of. Bakram beat your ass like you was just a guy, bro. Like you was Jin Sasaki. Like he Jin Sasaki'd you, bro.
Right. And the thing about it is that nobody knew him.
Yo, in a
Oh
while
my-
for fucking Josh Kelly to be the one that beats him, bro. Fucking boxing, bro.
Oh my God! Tyson Fury has a son who's starting to box that looks just like him.
Oh
Yo,
my
you
God.
seen the chin on? Yo, have you seen the chin on that little motherfucker, bro?
Yeah,
Yo,
Yeah,
that
his name-
motherfucker look like. Yo, that motherfucker look like Jay Leno got alopecia, bro. Like his chin is crazy.
his name is Prince Fury.
Yeah, well, he ain't nobody knocking his ass. Yo, you see that kid's chin, bro? Ain't nobody knocking him out. That's for sure. You got to shoot him.
Yo, Jules, Tyson's the only good one out of that whole family. How do we know his son ain't gonna end up like Huey or fucking Tommy?
No, de verdad, we already know he's not going to be Tyson. In fairness, because most of the time they're Marvis Frazier's more than they're Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah,
Most
they're
of the
Hector
time,
Camacho Juniors.
right? But that's how that usually go. If you're lucky, you get a Eubank Jr. that he still sucks, but he made some money. Because most of the time they don't even do that. Yeah, most of the time they don't make no
Yeah.
money.
Hey, yo,
Connor and
Jules.
Chris.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jules, real quick. Oh,
Wait, go ahead, Herb.
Yeah, I went to City Island last night, right, to celebrate my sister's, I think 60 something, 69th birthday, I think. And
Mm.
and I got so many calls. I haven't been out there in a while. And so I got so many. I got about three different bros hit me up. Saying, well, yo, I'm watching the fight, the Christian Rock fight. I'm like, all right, you know. I'm like, oh, they calling me out of the blue. I'm like, so I had some kind of effect on them hoes and shit when I was around them. So you know, they call hit me
Mm-mm-mm.
up for like this. But then again, I watched Miller and Pero right there in the restaurant on my phone and shit.
See, Krishan did good. Ain't she from Baltimore, Krishan?
Where's he
Ain't she
from?
from
I'm not
Baltimore?
sure.
Cause how the fuck
I'm not
she linked?
sure.
You know, Calvin was in her corner, right?
Yeah, they trained her for
Calvin is
that
the one
fight.
who trained her. So
Yeah.
you know, look. I know. Listen, I know that. You know, I ain't shit, and there was a period in my life where I was a bad person. But a motherfucker not gonna tell me that snaggletooth bitch ain't fine. You're not gonna play. We not gonna play these games. That bitch is fine. Yeah, she probably a little musty. Probably smell like
Yeah.
Ciroc. Probably, right?
It smells like
Probably.
backwoods. What the fuck?
Pussy smell like Ciroc and backwoods, right? But but a motherfucker not gonna tell me that snaggletooth bitch ain't fine, man. If she ain't nothing else, she cute. She just, that's a gutter butter bitch, man. Oh my god.
That's a
And when,
bitch that's gonna stab you, like the one that you knew from way back, Jewel.
yo,
One
y'all
part.
seen her baby? Y'all seen her baby?
Uh, nope.
Her motherfucking baby looked like the crab from the Little Mermaid under the sea.
Oh
Her
shit.
baby look crazy. Give it to me, give it to me under the sea.
Uh,
Lucky girl.
Yo, that bitch baby look crazy, yo. They
Oh,
said because the
shit.
bitch was drinking when she had him, man. That bitch baby
Jeff,
looked like a
what?
straight up
Jeff,
motherfucking lobster, bro.
you see, Jeff
Go ahead,
Mayweather
Ignacio.
taught his.
oh, I was gonna say, I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true. Maybe you know more about it. That Zuffa was thinking about reaching out to fucking Chavez Jr.
I mean,
Are
bro.
you
I mean,
kidding
like,
me?
That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or
yeah,
not. That's why I'm asking Jules.
my God, Beaver. One, I didn't hear that rumor, but consider that they signed Edgar Berlanga. It's not that far fetched, bro. Well,
Yeah, I
Edgar,
know, right?
Hitchens, I could understand because Hitchens is unbeaten and he does have ability. Rayo, I could understand because Rayo has ability and he's a fighter of Mexican descent. So you could use him strategically on cards that when you start branching out. But signing Berlanga is inexplicable. What the fuck you gonna do with him? What the fuck is the plan for this guy? If y'all
He
could
doesn't
sign
even know.
Berlanga, right? He don't even know. If y'all could sign Berlanga, bro, yeah, all bets is off. They gonna sign me. You gonna see me on Paramount now,
Jules
right?
against Brandon Ree in the main event.
Right? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to bring him up to 60, bro. Like, yeah, I ain't going to 40 nothing, bro. Fuck all that. They have to bring him up to 60, bro. Straight up. I ain't gonna stop eating. But yo, yeah, like if you could sign Berlanga, bro, some of the signings actually aren't bad. And I see that they are thinking over there because they signed Chris Billum Smith and they're going to take him to Bournemouth in the summer. And it's like, well, look, that's smart. That is smart. Like, yeah, like that dude sell tickets. He sell more tickets than fucking Hitchens. Yeah. So, you got a little something going there that you could turn it into something. Now, you're going to have to protect Chris because I could see what you're doing. You want to build up that Opataya fight, right? You want to build it up and you want to make an event out of it because if you just did that at the Apex, look, the British guy's going to get fucking waxed in front of 200 people. Right? In front of 200 Samoans and Cook Islanders.
I had a
You
question,
know?
Jules.
That
Hey, did you see any difference in Big Baby's style last night, being that he worked with Bootsy this camp? I
in
see
the
he threw a lot
beginning.
more. Yeah, I mean, he threw a lot more punches though. He fought his regular in the phone booth fight, but he did throw a lot more punches though. You know?
The only
said he had
difference that I saw, the only difference that I saw in Jarrell was at the very beginning before he got back in character, is he was fighting out of a shell. You seen him? He was fighting out of a shell and he was jabbing a lot the first 2-3 rounds, and he was jabbing and angling off, staying off the line, staying off the line. That was the biggest difference because round 3, 4, oh, he started looking like how he used to look before. Coming forward, bing, 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 bing. That's what works for him too. Yeah, don't try to be a boxer, Jarrell. You 37, your hair just started growing back. What are we doing, bro? What the fuck are we doing? Like, what you about to be out here? Getting on your you gonna get on your toes, bro? You gonna put that stress on your foot to get on your toes and be out
Yeah,
here
I was like,
boxing?
why is this motherfucker trying to be James Toney right now? Like,
For real.
seriously?
Shit, I was about to fucking turn the TV off. Like, don't let this turn into a fucking boxing match with a 300-pound heavyweight. We are not here for that, bro. We are here for the violence. And that's how he won. But with him, it's always gonna be the same story with him. The same thing that makes him a formidable adversary is the same reason that he can't knock people out. He just can't really turn into them punches, bro. He can't. Too big. So he'll slap you. He'll just slap you with punches and shit. That's how he win. He threw a lot of punches though, like over 1,000. Like, yo, this fat motherfucker, he must be back on the shit. Eddie probably don't give a fuck no more. Like, Brody, I spent 2 years defending Conor Ben. Take whatever you want. Take whatever you want, bro. You
He's
do
like,
what you
fuck
need.
that guy. He's like, yep.
Right? You do what you need to do, Jarrell. Like, I ain't even mad at you no more. If I
Well,
could
yeah,
spend two-
we got to see Big Baby do that, but we also got to make jokes about El Justiciero.
yo. Yo, out of all the fucking nicknames, bro, El Justiciero. Like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is this guy? Out of all the shit, dog.
Yeah.
If I was a boxer, you know my name would be El Mangu. El Mangu. Everybody likes Mangu, bro. I'm El Mangu, bro. I'm saying I'm sweet. Get in there, you digest me and shit. You put a little bit of butter, a little bit of milk. I'm El Mangu. That'll be my fucking name. Or La Longaniza. Longaniza. That'd be my nickname.
So you
bro.
wouldn't be Jules, Los Tres Golpes.
Los tres golpes. Pa, pa. That's Jose. Los tres golpes. That's fucking Mangu. That's fucking Mangu.
Salami and what else?
Salchichón. Eso es salchichón,
Uh,
Mangu, and I think eggs. Los tres golpes.
oh, yeah.
It's a breakfast. That's why it's called. It's like a breakfast meal, and it's a hard.
bologna.
And it's a hearty. It's like not. I do miss it now that I think about it. Like, yo, I get amnesia being an older guy, bro, because I tend to forget that. Like, yo, Julio, if you want salchichon, go fucking buy it. You know what I mean? That because I'm not around it, I forget that. Like, yo, I could just go buy all this shit. I could go buy a thing of Indubeca salchichon. I could go buy green platens. I would have to find them in this country ass motherfucking shit. But I think I could find them. I know where I could get the Indubeca, some green plantains, and eggs. Well, you ain't gotta find eggs, bro. Like, you obviously, I got a whole case of eggs in the fucking fridge. I gotta remember to go get some fucking Spanish, some specifically Spanish shit to eat, bro. Cause I ain't eat salchichon in years, bro. I miss that shit. But yeah, man. Jarrell did what he do. Now he looking for Wilder. Wilder might as well fight that motherfucker, bro. You ain't got nothing else going on. You might as well. You got nothing else to do.
Right?
You ain't gonna get that AJ fight. AJ focused on Fury, bro. And now Fury want to have another tune-up fight, bro. This dude want
Well,
another.
I mean, if AJ's getting one, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, but Fury just had one.
Yeah, but the thing is, Jules, I think at his age, he doesn't want to sit for 7 more months waiting on AJ.
I guess, but if his fat ass get cut
or if he hurt his
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
elbow.
Don't get me
any
wrong. You
bullshit.
always run the risk of fucking shit up in a tune-up. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but I'm almost certain that's probably why. I think in his mind, he probably thinks like, I need one more just to make sure that I'm not. No rust is left on me by the time I fight this fucking guy.
I think it's more that he wants to, he wants to be sharper than him. Like, I don't think he has to apologize for that, in fairness. Like, no, I mean, it's your job to be as sharp as you can be, the same way it's his job to do that. So it's not something that you have to apologize for. But the real problem is you get out there with another guy and you get cut, or you get too much wear and tear because you had back-to-back camps, and you'll fuck up this whole thing, bro. Like, honestly, it's a wonder the shit is even coming together. Like, it is. Like it's been years, and it's a wonder the shit is coming together. Just sit your fat fucking ass down, drink water, and hit the fucking treadmill, and just wait
Right.
for the. It's not that long, bro. Just wait for the winner. It's not that long, okay? Because you'll fuck this up. Yeah, do squats. You'll fuck this
squats.
up, bro.
Do squats and promote the fight.
For real. He'll fuck this whole thing up. Like, yeah, now AJ done got through his tune up, and you go to have another one, and you get cut, or you sprain your ankle or something that'll fuck up the fight. Now, oh no, we got to do it next year now. Like, nah, come on, bro. Sit the fuck down, bro.
We
You
gotta
know?
find out who AJ's fucking tune-up is gonna be though first too.
Well, Eddie already said it ain't gonna be nobody. It ain't gonna be nobody that's like that, bro. So I mean, like, how could it be? You know?
Dempsey McKean.
Right? Right. I don't even think it'll be him. Like, it gotta be a guy he could just beat the fuck out of him for a few rounds, bro. Like, you're not looking for nobody real. You know, you just you need a guy that could get beat the fuck up. So Bermain Stavern.
That motherfucker hasn't fought in
Bermain
years.
Stavern, bro. Like Chris Arreola, he never been knocked out. Chris Arreola never been knocked out, unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah, no, he was, Jules. He wasn't knocked out, but he was stopped. Remember, Vitali stopped him.
It was a referee stoppage, though, wasn't it? It wasn't a cold
Yeah,
knockout.
no, it wasn't a cold knockout. It was a TKO.
Yeah. You better call Chris, bro. He's at Ring Magazine right now. Call Chris, bro. That dude need money. We all need money. You know, and yeah, like Eddie said, though, it's not gonna be anybody, you know, and I didn't expect it to be. I mean, why would it be? Like I said, it's a wonder that we're here now, and there's still an avenue to do the Fury fight, which is why, like, yo, this shit is like a souffle, bro. This shit is delicate. Like, Fury, you in your late 30s, you have a back-to-back camp, you might pull a muscle, an Achilles tendon, you might have a bicep tear. Relax, bro. Go shag Paris a couple of times and chill. You about to make another big haul, another big score. If I'm him, I have 10 more kids. Easily. Like, yeah, I'm up to 20 now. Why not? I'm fucking Tyson Fury, bro. The fuck?
Home with the Furious 5.
It's gonna be the Furious 20, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, she get pregnant that's her job. Yeah, I make the money, I make the bread, I feed everybody. She get pregnant. Tyson Fury, yo, have a fucking little army right there, little gypsy basketball team right there. Like, yeah, yo, we fucking Furies, bro. We out here. He's got a lot of fucking money, bro. Fury, he's got a lot of fucking money, bro. He made a killing, bro.
But he didn't make more than AJ though.
No, he definitely didn't. But just to say that it's what he if you looked at his career, you just would not have thought. It's so crazy because I knew of him before 2015, and I just didn't think he was going, like, I didn't think that dude was gonna do nothing. Like,
Nope.
I really didn't think that dude was gonna do nothing. I didn't think that. I really didn't. You know,
When I saw the first time I saw him fight was that fight where he ended up uppercutting himself in the face.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the guy they're talking about? I was like, this dude ain't gonna be shit.
Can you imagine what Netflix is probably paying him for that series?
For real. Yo, he's killing it, bro, because he had got the WWE money. Remember when he was in there with Braun Strowman? He got WWE money. He went there like at least 2 times they used him
for
I heard
WWE.
the money is good over there too. I heard.
Yo, I'm saying like he got that money. He got the dumbass Francis Ngannou money, and that's just not even counting regular boxing shit. Whatever he made from Wilder, whatever he made from White, whatever he made from Usyk, and now yo, the AJ money is still sweet as fucking plums. By the way, that money is still crazy.
I
So
think when they on their second season on Netflix. You got to think Netflix gave Dave Chappelle 50 million for 3 specials, and they on their second season now.
my God, if I'm Fury, I pay Paris to get her sister pregnant at this point. At this point, like, yeah, fuck it. Like, we that rich. We about to do some real Rothschild shit out here, bro. We the Rothschilds, bro. Straight up, yo. We keeping it all in the family like Archie Bunker. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But yo, that AJ money is still sweet as plums, like I said. So it's a wonder that money is still out there for them to make it. Don't fuck it up. Cause you could fuck it up. He could fuck it up. It's bad enough that he could fuck it up. You could fuck it up. Just chill, bro. Just chill. Play Call of Duty and just chill. And I also wonder, why did he relocate his base of operations from Marbella to Thailand? I know it's a reason for that. I know it is. I suspect the reason he did that is because there's not as many testing agencies out there. A lot of people train in Marbella now. I see a lot of boxers train in that part of Spain now because it's so pretty, it's so warm. So a lot of boxers is training out there now. It could be that Fury moved his shit, so Vada can't catch up to him. Like, yo, I'm out here, I'm sniffing coke, I'm fucking dancing with lady boys, I'm taking fucking adrenaline, I'm going crazy, bro. Like, I really think that's why he out there, because Thailand seems like a strange place to me to just all of a sudden, yeah, I train in Thailand. All of a sudden. And when he first went out there, I remember he goes out there between the Dillian White fight and what became the Ngannou fight. He was out there coked up in the motherfucker in the bleachers. They show videos him in the bleachers, like in there going crazy. Like, yeah, that ain't allergies, motherfucker. This motherfucker is high shit. That's why you out there. You out there for that pure shit. I don't know, bro. It seemed like a strange transition. USADA and the UFC would go across the world just to wake up at 3 a.m. to collect a drug test. Vada is weak. I don't know, man. Something going on. I'm about to smoke a cigarette. I'll be right back after these commercial messages.
It's either that, Jules, or he's paying less taxes by being in Thailand. Maybe that's what it is too.
Shit, man. I just sent
Country.
a country. Country chasing his cats around.
I wouldn't be surprised.
The fuck are you doing in there? Oh my god.
Man, this is the first live I've ever been on where it's just 3 people.
Yeah, today is Sunday for real. Now, I'm surprised. I'm up. I mean, the buzz I had, no one could touch the buzz I had yesterday. Man, I was fucked up. Oh my god. Wow. I was smoking wax until like 5 o'clock in the morning, drinking Grey Goose. Woke up at 8 o'clock today, the night rather.
Damn.
Right.
Yeah, that's
And I got
crazy. Only 3 hours of sleep? Fuck.
and I got a doctor's appointment in the morning. How about that shit? Just
Ooh.
remembered after I sobered up around 4 o'clock, I got a doctor's appointment in the morning too. God damn. They gotta take blood and see alcohol.
They're gonna find fucking vodka in your blood.
Oh man. Shit. Wow, man. Damn, man, I'm getting fucking old, man. My birthday is June 3rd, man. That's like right around the corner.
Mm. Are you older than Country even, Herb? Or are you in the same age range?
I'm probably is. Probably am older than country.
Oh, okay. I thought you were around the same age range as Country.
Well, I think we're close, but I think older.
How old are you, country?
58.
Oh, 58. I'm 50. I'll be, hold on a minute. You that I'll be 59 June 3rd.
Okay. Yeah, you're a little older than me, but not by much. Like a half a
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
So yeah, me and Herb are the same age practically.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's crazy. I never knew that. Hold on. Who's somebody was um I was looking at Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart said, I'm 43. Jules came to mind. I was like, Jules was 43.
Yo, Kevin Hart's lying because I've seen like 3 different years for that motherfucker's birthday. I'm like, something's going on here. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, yeah. They said Beyonce pushed her birthday back a few times too, they said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I don't trust these celebrities. I think they be lying about how old they are.
These celebrities that these A actors and shit. A
Yep.
lot of they can pull off
Because
anything.
originally, a few years ago, I seen something where it said that Kevin Hart was born in 1980, and then all of a sudden, I seen something like a couple of months ago that said he was born in 82. So I'm like, the fuck? Is he born in 82 or 80?
I'm trying to think when did I see him? First time seeing him was in his 20s on film thing.
Yeah, the first time I saw that motherfucker was in the 40-year-old virgin.
Nah, he was in Paper Soldiers, a Dame Dash.
Oh yeah, but I didn't watch those low budget fucking films from back in the day.
He's about 19 in that movie, from the looks of him. About 19, 20.
Well, if he was born in 80, Herb, he was young when he did the 40-year-old virgin, because that was in 2005.
I'm trying to think, when did Paper Soldiers come out?
I think it was before that movie, wasn't it?
Nah, because Paper Soldier, he was extremely young. He wasn't even a star yet.
Well, no, he wasn't a star when he did the 40-year-old virgin. I don't think anybody really knew him at that point.
He was a 40-year-old virgin.
Yeah, it's the classic scene in that movie where him and Romy Malco are arguing about getting a discount at the fake Circuit City his character works at.
Nah, I think he was with the other guy. He was arguing with the other bald guy from Weeds.
No, no,
That
no, no, no. Romy Malco's the fucking dude that.
he got the hair ripped off his chest. I don't think Kevin Hart was in that.
Yeah, he was. That was him. He
He
was the
wasn't
dude
from.
arguing with him in that scene. Like, go find that scene on YouTube. Or it's him. He just looks super young.
Okay. Yeah, so he was a kid. He was like 19, 20. Oh, he was like an extra. Yeah, he was just really getting into Hollywood when he got into when he was in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. But that scene is one of the funniest scenes in that whole fucking movie, and nobody knew who he was at that point yet.
Talking about Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
I think he was. I think he was in other shit before that though, wasn't he? Like smaller shit, like real small shit.
Yeah, Herb said he saw him in Paper Soldiers.
Yeah, damn independent movie. When he was like 19, 20 years before he was even a star and whatnot.
But I was telling Herb, Jules, that in that scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin, that shit is classic because of how they go back and forth, him and Romy Malco.
Shout out to just the guy. Jules, have you seen Lee Cronin's Money yet? The wife and I watched it on Friday. It was pretty good. Is that the one where the kid is a mummy? The little girl that she's
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
You know, my whole life I never gave a fuck about mummies. You know what I mean? I watch a vampire movie. Yo, on guard. I'll watch a vampire movie in a heartbeat or a werewolf movie, but a mummy, this motherfucker's wrapped in tissue, bro.
He dead wrapped in tissue. What the fuck is going on? Fuck, and embalming fluid. Like what fuck is he from the east side? Like he on embalming fluid. Like
Run around looking to wipe somebody's ass.
right? Like I never. And there was one move. Even like people really liked Brendan Fraser's mummy, right? I never gave a fuck about that shit. I only liked the broad. The what's
Oh
up,
yeah,
Rachel Weisz. That I
yeah.
only liked the broad. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't think it was funny or none of that dumb shit. And looking at all them Beatles and shit, I didn't like that shit. They came out with another one. It was like way after that with Tom Cruise. And they had like an Egyptian bitch, and she had like two eyes inside her. I watched it because once again, because of the bitch. But I never gave a fuck about mummies. Like, what the fuck is a mummy, bro? It's a dead motherfucker wrapped in tissue. Besides that, what? Where did all these other powers come from? Because I remember mummies being able to do all that shit. The sand and the dung beetles is doing all like, what the fuck is this shit, bro? I never gave a fuck about mummies, bro. I'll fuck with some zombies though. Like zombies is my shit. Like it's weird because a mummy ain't nothing but a zombie wrapped in tissue, in Scott tissue.
Yeah, but then the zombies move way faster than the fucking mummy does.
It depends on the zombies, cause like I ain't gonna front. If it was them World War Z zombies, bro, yo, it's a wrap. Like,
Yo,
we
the
not getting out of here.
28 days later fucking ones move hella fast.
But those are not zombies. If you shoot them, they die. Those people are alive. They just got like rabies. They got like the human equivalent of rabies. They not really zombies. Zombie, if you shoot them, they don't die. Now, them World War Z zombies, yeah, that's some other shit. Like, yeah, we not getting out of this. We just not getting. Just eat all the cans of tuna fish because we not getting out of this. Like it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yo, my fucking fight stick sucks sometimes and shit, right? I go to the movie section of it and shit, and so I'm trying to look at Michael, and it's like about maybe 11 people that streamed it. I go to a few streams, some of them have no audio. I'm like, okay, then one of them is in fucking Yugoslavia, then one of them is in fucking Russia, and then the other ones they got no audio. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, oh fuck it. God damn.
Yo, that's because the shit just came out. You got to give it a week at least, Herb, for some different streams to pop up. Shout out to Just a Guy. The movie ain't so much about a mummy. I don't want to give it anything away. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it, Just a Guy, because I am a horror guy. I remember when somebody recommended to me Weapons, and that turned out to be one of my favorite movies of the last 10 years. I shit you not. Like I love that movie, Weapons. That shit was lit.
About that shit. That shit was on the night on cable. I trying to tell my people about that.
That shit was like I didn't even think it was gonna be that good. Like I just like it was just some shit. Like somebody said it was good. I fuck with it, and I fucked with it. I was like, yo, this shit is crazy, bro. This old bitch is wilding. You know what I'm saying? She got the little kid. And you know, when you a parent, everybody look like they your son. You know what I mean? Once you got kids, you just see everybody as kids. So it was broke my heart that the little boy got to go to the supermarket and buy all this fucking Chef Boyardee.
Buying mad cans.
He gotta walk home and he gotta give everybody that shit, or his dad gonna poke himself in the face with the like, yo, this is fucked up, bro.
Giving them cold Campbell soup.
You didn't see the scene when they was there. The bitch said, yo, if you don't do what I say, you don't do what I say. Dad was going crazy. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Yo, but the ending with her was fucking grimy though, Jules.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful.
That was fucking grimy.
I love that it was the kids. I love that it was the kids that tore that bitch apart. I love that part.
Yeah.
That was my favorite. And I was watching it with my kids. Like literally, my daughter was here, my son was here. They came in like towards the middle of the shit. And they, when a movie good, you don't say shit. You just like that. Yeah. And we was all like that, like yo, wow. This shit is crazy, bro. That shit was lit.
Yo, Jules, did you watch a movie that came out a couple years ago? It's kind of a low budget film, but they made a big deal about it, and it's kind of like a old '80s slasher flick, but it's actually pretty damn good. It's called a Most Violent Nature.
Nah, I thought you was about to say Fear Street because Fear Street is kind of like that. And Fear Street was
No,
good.
this one's called a Most Violent Nature. It's literally like the main character is this fucking psycho who looks like a combination between Jason Voorhees and fucking that fisherman motherfucker from I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Over it. You know what I seen? I seen the Thanksgiving one with Dr.
Yeah,
McGee.
yeah, yeah.
Seen that dumb shit. And,
Yeah, that shit was lame.
and I was, you know why I watched the shit? I was waiting for Gina Gershon to pop a titty out. I even go because she's in the beginning of the movie. Yo, and I didn't know nothing about the movie. The fucking bitch gets fucking trampled at the fucking Black Friday sale. It's like, yo, who the fuck wrote this dumb shit? That's the bitch hair get caught in a shopping cart. It ripped off. I'm like, yo, who wrote this stupid ass shit, bro? This
It was
dumb
fucking
ass-
Eli Roth.
Yo, that shit was trash, bro.
Yeah, that shit sucked.
That
No,
shit
but
was
this Most Violent Nature, I was watching a movie last night. They had a trailer they did a part 2. That shit looks fucking nuts. I think I'm gonna check it out when it comes out.
Did you see Black Phone? Because I haven't seen Black Phone yet.
The new one?
No, I haven't seen either of them. Like,
You haven't
I
seen
don't
either
know
one?
either. Are they good?
It's cool. It's a good movie, but it ain't like it's not like a true horror movie. It's more of like a suspense thriller.
What about
Not
that
worth
shit with Nicolas Cage? Who's seen that? Where he got like the prosthetics on and shit, and he keeps singing and shit and bugging out. You ain't seen
What
that
movie's
shit?
that? No.
He's a serial killer in the shit, but he's like
What's-
he's wearing like prosthetic makeup on his face and shit, and he just like he be singing and shit in the movie. It's
What the
supposed to be
fuck?
good. It's supposed to be good, but I didn't watch it, and nobody recommended it to me, so I stayed away from it. Like, yeah, if the shit was good, I would have heard about it.
Yeah, I didn't even know he made a horror movie. That's
Yeah,
why
it's
I'm
a
like, oh
recent
shit.
one. It's a
Oh,
recent
okay.
one. Yeah, and they're
I'm gonna have
making
to
a
see
part
what that.
two. Like,
I'm gonna have to see what that is.
It's supposed to be good. It's just that you can't trust the rating system no more. Like, I wasn't playing when I said that Rotten Tomatoes, you used to be able to trust Rotten Tomatoes. If a movie got a lot of Rotten Tomatoes, it used to be like, yeah, this shit is good. Now they giving tomatoes out for gay shit. Like, yeah, like if there's mad gay shit in it. If a dick pop out and somebody put it in their mouth, it's get 99 Rotten Tomatoes. And shit is like, yeah, y'all just go for stupid woke gay shit now. Like, y'all don't really be rating movies no more. It's all based on a quota. You know what I mean? Like, you can't trust her. I miss Siskel and Ebert, man, because when that motherfucker said thumbs up, that's what that shit meant, you know?
Yeah, but those motherfuckers didn't always get it right. There was some movies that they used to shit on that you were like, man, get the fuck out of here. It was a good movie.
I think they were a little bit snobby when it came to action shit. Like,
Oh, yeah.
listen, man. The Perfect Weapon with Jeff Speakman, that was a good little action movie, man. I know he wasn't Van Damme or nothing, but the movie was all right, man. The movie. It was a good movie.
But let me guess, it got 2 thumbs down.
I'm pretty sure it did. Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't
You know
remember
which
them
one? You know which one, Jules, that they put 2 thumbs down on that I was like, man, fuck you guys, was The Running Man.
You got see this and look, check it out. I like The Running Man because I grew up with it. And because I used to get erections because of Maria Conchita Alonso, right? But if you had to rate Arnold's movies, that one it really is in the lower tier. You know, like you would put Predator and shit like that at the top, Conan at the top, Commando at the top, fucking even Red Heat with Jim Belushi. You might put that shit above Running Man. Running Man was good, but it's like when you set the bar so high, it's easy for people to not like your other shit. You know what I mean? Because you set the bar so high. Terminator, Conan, Predator. It's like, yo, you got the one of the greatest catalogs. So I could see why they didn't fuck with that. I still liked it though. I still liked it.
They
Hey, yo,
tried to
Jules.
remake that shit and nobody watched that shit.
Well, I turned it
Y-
off. Hey, yo, Jules, you remember Poltergeist, the first one when it first came out? We were young, when the mother was in a
Yes, sir.
hotel room and she was upside, and the entity was lifting upside up, pulling up on the wall, and she had the little jersey on with the panties showing. Remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I
So
remember
if you
that.
you were kids now, if you didn't get horny off of that as a little boy, you were gonna grow up to
Yo,
be gay.
yo, listen. Yo, it was better in yo, cause she was pretty. The mom? The mom was
Yeah.
pretty, man. And the second one too. The second one was my favorite one because that's when you sink the motherfucker. I'm just coming around saying that Jesus. Yo, he's wild. It's like, yo, you really stood there, a whole rain cloud and followed this man to your door, and you really gonna sit there and have a conversation? I'm here to tell you about the evil. Like, y'all love it's nothing like old 80s horror movies. It's just the way that they were made that has an atmosphere that these movies don't have, straight up. Because that's a very campy movie. It's very campy, but it's something about it. It's got a mystique that that today's horror movies don't have. They just don't have it, that atmosphere, you know? Just don't
Kill,
have it.
kill.
Who remember Fright
Remember
Night?
that?
Listen, no. If you didn't get bricked up off of Fright Night 2, bro, with the Spanish bitch. Remember Fright Night? Spanish bitch coming to the campus. She supposed to be a
Yeah,
teacher.
that to me was always like a fake Dracula movie, but whatever. I mean, it was all right.
Yeah. But motherfucker, I wasn't watching that shit for no fucking ghosts and shit, bro. I seen that Spanish bitch sliding to that university. I'm like, yo, who is this? Who is this bitch? The first one was all right, but once again, it's another campy, cheesy movie. It's another movie that's like it's cheesy, but it still had atmosphere. Like the soundtrack was solid, and the soundtrack it laid the foundations for the atmosphere. It's like, yo, I still remember the music whenever the bitch came on camera. I still remember the music. Like, yo, I was in love with that fucking bitch, bro.
Well, Jules,
Oh,
if you really want to learn about all those movies from back in the day, back in the 80s, how the whole genre got started, you should watch. There's a documentary called The Rise and Fall of the Slasher Film. It's fucking great. It goes into like the whole idea of where they came up with the concept of making horror movies, how fucking once Hollywood studios saw that they could make money off of a cheap movie and get like a massive return on it, then all of a sudden you had all these different studios getting involved in making horror movies in the 80s.
oh, listen,
And
be real. If you went to Blockbuster, I don't know how it was for other families, but straight up, yeah, most of the time we went to Blockbuster, it was for horror movies. Most of the time. Basket Case, Maniac Cop, fucking Fright
uh
Night.
yeah,
I
You know what I'm
what's
can't
it
saying?
called?
remember. I miss
Happy
going.
Birthday to Me, Chop Shop, April
Critters.
Fool's Day.
Remember
Critters wasn't really a horror movie.
no, but it kind of was, but it because they was eating motherfuckers, bro. The critters. They was
Yeah,
eating
but
people,
the
bro.
critters look like some fucking fleas that like turned into mutants or some shit.
I miss going to the video stores though. They were fun, like the selection of stuff they had, all the candy and shit and everything. And
Oh, I forgot
Motherfucker.
about Jules's favorite, the Hitcher.
I knew something was wrong with me in Basket Case. I'm a kid, bro. When Basket Case came out,
Yeah,
the,
no
old,
shit.
the older brother's getting some pussy.
Oh
The
man.
basket case is in the room bugging. And my sisters was looking at me like, yo, why are you laughing? Like, cause he was in there crying and he threw the TV. I gotta watch that shit again, man. I laughed my ass off when I was a kid at that scene, bro. Like, yo, that's how mad he is. His brother getting some pussy, bro. That's crazy. And
you
yeah,
couldn't even
man.
be happy for him and shit. You had to get mad.
I mean, you seen the motherfucker, bro. He looked like ground turkey. That's his you remember? He looked like ground turkey with teeth on it, like because he was on it. Because I think the story was he had grown out of there, and then they had removed him, and yo, he would literally put him in a fucking basket
Literally, basket case. He put him in a basket. And yeah, most of the time we went to the movies, it was for horror movies. I mean, to Blockbuster. We usually came back with a whole bunch of B movies, The
Like
Fog,
Chud.
Chud, The Mist,
Oh
motherfucking
yeah,
remember The Mist, The
yeah,
Blob, motherfucking I Come in Peace with Dolph Lundgren, right? And he had to fight the
yeah.
Blob, the alien drug dealer. Like, yeah, usually we either
The
got action
Swedish
or
alien
horror,
drug dealer.
right? Shit was real retarded back then. Like, yeah, usually we came back with either horror or action. But action movies, the bar was set even lower. Whereas horror, you could still bump into some decent horror shit, Like I remember one, it was called Judgment Day. These motherfuckers is touring, they backpacking through Europe, and they stumble into a town. And obviously, there's gonna be some bitches. That's what makes you stay in the town, because there's gonna be some bitches. And they stayed in the town too late. And they stayed in the town at a time of the year where the devil come out. And he roamed through the town. I was like, yo, this shit was lit, bro. The shit was lit.
Junior
Phantasm, fucking
Oh yeah, I remember
Phantasm with the tall man. You remember Phantasm?
I remember that. That was in the 70s,
Oh, I remember that, man. That big fucker scared the hell out of me, man.
But I grew up, see, here's the thing, Herb. You seen Phantasm 1.
Yeah.
I grew up mostly on Phantasm 2. He'd throw that ball at you like a Puerto Rican in a handball court in the Bronx. He'd just throw that ball at you.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you one thing. I was in love with that black Barracuda, though, man. That was my ride. I loved that thing. That was a badass car to me, man.
See, I didn't understand it when I was a child, but I thought it was the dopest shit. They're like, yo, it's the end of the world. They hunting this monster that kills people and kills towns, and they run around with these bitches. Because remember, somehow they bumped into some bitches. Somehow on the road, they bumped into some bitches. And I thought, yo, that's the coolest shit in the world. You got the shotgun, he making weapons. They done raided the gun store, put all that shit in the truck. They hunting the man. But the story, when you go back and really look at that story, yo, this shit is dumb as a box of fucking rocks, dog. Like, what the fuck is even happening here, bro? Like, all right, let's just say the tall man likes invading graves. Okay, so what? They dead already. The fuck we gonna do all this? Cause what the fuck we doing all this for? Cause he invading graves, bro. Like, yeah, fuck it, bro. Go ahead, have a party, bro. They fucking dead already.
But he was so big and creepy back then. You kind of didn't even really need to have much of a plot because everybody was in awe of that big motherfucker. Like
honestly, you right that he set the tone. Like, yo, this dude, he looked like he's 7 fucking foot tall, bro. Like,
I know, man.
The tall
Picking
man
up caskets by himself and shit. I'm going, fuck this motherfucker. He looked like the dude who come get you in your nightmares and shit.
I don't know who was scarier, him or Kane in Poltergeist 2, because Kane was scary for them few scenes that he was in, and he actually got to say lines. He was fucking scary, bro.
Okay, no. Kane was creepy as fuck. That big tall dude was scary. Like if those two went head to head, Kane gets snapped in half and used for a toothpick.
You right though.
Believe me.
In a fist fight, in a fist fight, the tall man will beat Kane's ass. Like
he'll make Kane eat his own fucking Bible and shit. Come here, motherfucker! I'm gonna take your hat and smack you with it, bitch.
It's fucking the Juggernaut from 13 Ghosts.
Oh yeah, that 13 Ghosts was good. I used to want, once again, like, yo, listen, man, I'm the fuck wrong with me, all right? But when I seen the dead titty bitch, you remember the dead titty bitch?
Yeah. They showed her from the back too. She had a nice gap.
Listen, B. that cold titty, like titty all cold and shit.
Jules would be into necrophilia.
Yo, and I remember, see, only New Yorkers gonna know this. There used to be a movie theater around 50th Street. They used to do like $7 movies, I think it was, in the middle of the day. And we used to play hooky. And that's where I seen 13 Ghosts, playing hooky and going to the movies at the five. It was either the $5, $7 movie theater, and it was somewhere in the 50s at that time, like 50th and 8th or 7th, somewhere around there. We used to play hooky, go in there. I seen Jason X in that shit. Remember Jason X when he turned into a robot?
That shit
Niggas in
was
space.
trash. Fucking
That
outer
shit
space
was
Jason.
that shit was garbage. Boy.
Yep, that shit was
Fuck,
trash.
You're like,
Breathing
you're gonna see that shit like, what the fuck is this?
right?
for real.
You can breathe
Like how the fuck
extra hard
we got a whole
with a,
cyborg Jason out here. Like yo, the
like
shit
he,
was but
Jules,
the,
they
We
used
have
to have a
these
movie.
too. You
They
know?
used they used to have a movie theater out here where I live. They used to show on the weekends because it didn't charge a whole lot, but on the weekends, if you went during the daytime, it was only $2.50 to get in to watch movies, and
Oh yeah, I love the matinees, man. That
that's
was
where I
always
seen Maniac Cop at the first time.
fucking Maniac Cop, bro. That was
Matt
that shit.
Cordell.
Yo, that was that shit, bro. But you know that was a I would say that out of the most original shits that I seen in the B movie tier, Maniac Cop was actually pretty original. Like, yeah, yo, this motherfucker, they killed that motherfucker. Now,
Yep.
you know, he mad, like he's fucking Maniac Cop, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shit was crazy.
Nah, you know what I
Um,
lived for though was the fucking and sometimes you could find like VHS tapes of them. Was the Chinese kung fu movie or Chinese kung fu theater
oh
movie?
yeah,
Oh, I love that shit, man.
oh yeah, like them
I
shits. But I got lucky when I was a kid. See, it was probably harder for you because you're a little bit older than me. But when I was kind of young, they started showing them shits on Saturdays and Sundays. I think
dude,
not on
that they
Channel
did
11.
my time too. They did on my time too. That's I lived for that shit. That and the Godzilla movies, man. I would love watching both of
Oh
those.
yeah,
Man.
of course the Godzilla movies. But you know, you could see a
Yeah,
young
man.
Jackie. You could see a young Jackie Chan in that, a young Sonny Chiba, a
Yep.
young
oh yeah,
Jet Li, a young Sammo Hung. Like Sammo Hung was in them shits. And he was
Yeah.
fat too. That's the wild. Like he was fat.
Dude.
That back then he was fat.
yeah.
And specifically the Chinese kung fu movies by the Shaw brothers were the best, man. Five Deadly Venom's
Yeah,
a fucking classic. I love that
yeah,
movie. You
yeah.
know, and
They
then
used to show them
there's like a
shits.
bunch of them, man. Anything done by the Shaw brothers is fucking gold, man, for real.
Yeah, you knew the Shaw brothers because of the
Yep,
at the beginning of the shit.
yep.
That's how you knew.
They were like the Japanese twin Tarantino.
Yeah, they was like the Japanese Wachowski brothers, except the Wachowski brothers both turned into trannies.
Oh my,
The dudes that did the Matrix, they both turned into two trannies, bro. This shit is crazy. Like, yo, what is these movies doing to these people, bro? What is going on? You know what I
man,
mean?
I got a doctor's appointment this morning, fellas. I gotta take my ass to bed. I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right.
Yeah,
Peace.
I got gym in the morning. I got gym in the morning, so I'm out of here too, y'all. I see y'all in the afternoon.
All right,
Peace.
man.
Peace.
Night, fellas.